So we have another set of layoffs coming from Amazon, and this is huge because it's getting to a point where we're not gonna have enough people who actually have money to buy products from these companies in the next 10 to 15 years if they lay off everybody. When we look at the recent news from Amazon right here, right, they are planning on laying off up to I think 15,000 people by next week, by next Tuesday. I just saw this and it stood out to me. And it's just begging that question. The people that buy tech usually are people that are into tech, are people that probably maybe 70% of the time are the ones building tech. If these people don't have the money to buy your products, if these people don't have the money to consume, you're going to run out of your consumer base. It's not just Amazon or laying off people, right? It's every company nowadays.
Amazon is planning a second round of job cuts next week, part of its broader goal of laying off roughly 30,000 corporate workers. That's according to two people familiar with the matter who told Reuters exclusively that the layoffs could begin as soon as Tuesday.
As soon as Tuesday, they're going to be laying these people off of work. And when I was reading this article, the thing that they really stamped on is it's not because of AI. It's not because of they wanted to just make a lot more money. It's because of the corporate bloat that they had as a company, the bureaucracy that they had as a company. So yes, that is a valid reason why a lot of companies now are coming to the realization that they hired way too many engineers, way too many managers to manage managers who are managing managers. That make a lot of sense. But with all that being said, we cannot act like this is not because of AI, because Amazon are trying to somehow compete with these big AI companies. They're trying to compete with like Microsoft. They're actually trying to build their own models instead of being like an Apple, for example, being a partner with other companies, right? Amazon want to do their own thing. Makes sense. All right. You have AWS, a huge cloud platform. They have all these resources that they can put towards something like that. But what scares me is that these people, these everyday human beings who work their asses off to work at a company like Amazon, are just going to lose their money, lose their status and everything because of this big technology. And it sucks that a company don't want to just say, hey, it's because of AI. It's because we have more agents, more technology to kind of do your role extremely efficiently. To be honest, it's on these people as well, right? It's on these people who didn't kind of look at the trend of things and prepare themselves to be a lot more valuable to Amazon. And what they did say in here that I won't let pass is these people are given a 90-day pay, right? So they're going to be paid for about 3 months to find a new job and to go ahead and give value to another company. So it's not like they're just dropping these people off. I don't even think that is legal. But man, it's just sad. All right, the company trimmed 27,000 jobs in 2022, and it just seems like it keeps happening. And they're about to trim 30,000 jobs in this cycle. And they're not doing it for money. They're not doing it because of AI. They're just doing it because they're trying to evolve the company. They hired way too many people. So now all those people in the workforce are looking for jobs and are trying to now compete with recent college grads. This is why the newest people that are getting hired are in their 40s, right? Most people just get laid off and now they're in the workforce. And you, as a college student, who are coming out with no experience whatsoever, you're cooked because your competition is actually insane.
Be laid off again from Amazon next week. And I was laid off from Amazon last October, and then I found a role with the retail org. And today I found out that the retail org may be going to lay off next week. My heart sank a little bit after reading that news, understandably. So I couldn't carry on working like usual. So I decided I want to make a video about this, also to show you guys this quite beautiful view from the cafe.
It's really, really sad. These are the people struggling. These are the people impacted by these decisions. What are these people going to do? They did everything right. They went to college, they got money, or they got a job. They put themselves in a position to succeed. But now there's this thing that nobody can really do anything about, which is AI. And that's kind of what we want to do here, right? We want to sort of kind of maybe guide some people, but also like learn from you guys as well. Let's see how we can kind of go about this this beautiful technology of AI without also being left behind by it. Tech is the fastest growing field in the world in history. It's the most altering or mutable field in society. Technology is what makes society move forward. All right, but AI is that first technology that is sort of making humanity move backwards in a way. Even though overall we're moving forward, there are some parts of AI that is leaving people behind, and we haven't really seen that in tech as much as we're seeing with this, like this new frontier of AI. So the way to navigate that is going to be very important. When we see these big companies, these huge companies laying people off, we have to be concerned. We have to say, okay, what do we do? If you go and get a job, you gotta use that job as a bouncing pad to get the next one. Like, you gotta be extremely motivated. You gotta be A type plus one. You gotta be something. You can't be comfortable anymore in tech, and you shouldn't have been anyways. So that's just all I had to say. What do you guys think about Amazon and what they're doing right now? Saw this, just wanted to share with you guys. Peace out. Bye bye.